What's up, my people? It's Ryan here at the Catalina Cook, and today's video I have a very special, basic, simple fall lentil soup. I just want to get right into these ingredients. The biggest ingredient that you're going to need to make this soup is the lentils. Got me a fresh sack of lentils right here. What we're going to do is get some lentils and we're going to soak them. Once that's completed, we're going to move on to chopping up all the vegetables ahead of time. That means your onions, your garlic, your carrots, your leeks. We're gonna get all that stuff prepped up. And then we're gonna move on to the stovetop where we're gonna start to saute those vegetables. We're gonna do onions, garlic, and leeks for 10 minutes at the beginning. Once 10 minutes is up, we're gonna throw in the carrots. Let those break down for 10 minutes. So it's gonna be about 20 minutes of sauteing roughly. As that starts to finish up on the saute pan, we're gonna get a stock pot or a soup pot and pour in all of our liquid, our spices, and get that up to a boil. Once that's boiling, we're gonna add all of our sauteed vegetables in there, including our pre-soaked and drained lentils. And then we're just gonna let that soup simmer for about 1 hour, and that's it. It's that simple. We got our carrots prepped up, lentils have been soaking, we got onions, leeks, and garlic. Let's go over to the saute pan and start getting these things going, and we'll build up our soup. Also, on a side note, if you wanted to make this soup just a little bit more of a full, complete meal, you could add some diced up potatoes. I love potatoes, but I really enjoy the liquid and the soupiness that this has without potatoes, because when you add those potatoes, it soaks up a lot of the liquid, especially if you're gonna be reheating the soup and having it for lunch the next day or something like that, which is what I usually do. So I usually just don't put any potatoes in, but if you're really hungry, add the potatoes. It's a pretty good option. Let's heat the skillet up. I'm gonna get a little bit of oil in here. Let that get hot before I add my veggies. Got a pretty decently hot pan. Let's go ahead and add our onions, leeks, and garlic all at the same time. And you're gonna add these for sure first. Carrots go in 10 minutes after we've broken this stuff down. It's been 10 minutes and it looks like I got a little bit of brown bits, just very slight burning, but that's not gonna ruin anything here. Now it's time to add the carrots. And we're gonna go another 10 minutes and let these things do their thing. But we're also gonna turn our attention over here to the stock pot. Now we're gonna turn this on because it's gonna take roughly 10 minutes to get boiling here. And I'm also going to add a little bit of salt, pepper. Here's a little bit of cumin into the broth. A little bit of pepper. Don't need a lot of salt. There's a little bit of salt in the broth already. And we're gonna get our liquid to simmer before we even put anything in it. And our attention's gonna turn back over here for 10 minutes. Give these another little stir. Start working those carrots down. All right, everyone, it's been almost 10 minutes with these carrots in here, and everything's breaking down nice and softly. Carrots still have a lot of crunch to them, but when they simmer in the pot for an hour, they will break down. And you don't want them to break down completely because you want them to still keep their form. You just want them to be pretty soft. So let's turn our attention to what's going on over here, which is just a big pot of stock. And it's almost simmering. I'm gonna go ahead and add our lentils right now. So I'm just gonna use just a full can of tomato sauce. And that'll add some, a little bit more liquid and make it a little bit more soupy too, which I always like. I'm a big broth person when it comes to my soups. I want leftover liquid in the bowl when I'm done eating all of the solids out of my soup. Go ahead and leave me a comment if you have any feedback for me, please. Yeah. All right, so we're almost to the simmer point. Once we get to a simmer, I'm gonna put this thing, I'm gonna put the burner on low, and then I'm gonna go for a bike ride. And I'll be back in an hour because this is gonna simmer for an hour. All right, we got this soup up to a simmer. Now we're gonna put it on simmer. Just let it do its thing. How's it going? Woo! Got this climb going on right now. All right, everyone, I got the soup done. I just came back from my bike ride. The lentils are tender, so let's check it out right here. Take a look at this stuff. And do a couple of croutons. A little bit of cheese here. Actually, a lot of bit of cheese because I'm hungry. The thyme at the end really kind of bumps up the fragrance too. It's nice. Thanks for watching another Catalina cooking video. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button for me. Maybe leave me a comment, and hope to see you again.